Well, what is up, beautiful people? YouTube, my name is Tastic, and today we are going to be script showcasing JG's advanced garages for FiveM. This is script for both QB Core and ESX, so let's get it rolling. All right, per usual, guys, we're gonna go show you the script. We're gonna show you the config, and we're gonna grade it for you. The first thing we want to talk about is, yes, this is a garage script. Plenty of free ones on the market. This one is not free, it is paid. However, I think it's worth the money. I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm not friends with JG. I've only spoke to him in a support capacity. Nothing more, nothing less. So let's get it rolling, okay? First thing I want to show you is just the garages, which is pretty straightforward. As you can see here, the garages are in a different areas. You got the Legion Square, Sandy, and the impound lot, which I did this is my test character. It's not a character I RP with. Did this to show you for the sake of this tutorial. Now, what I want to tell you is that yes, you can transfer between garages. So this one is in Sandy. I can transfer to this garage or whatever garage I want. And we'll show you that when we show you the config later on and looking at the files. The second thing is you can also transfer to a player. I don't have any players around me now, but I can transfer this to a player. So if a player sells their car between each other, they can transfer the vehicles to them. That becomes the player's vehicle in the database, okay? The second thing, which is exclusive if you have JG's dealerships, advanced dealerships, which I'm gonna do a showcase on that because that one is definitely worth the money. But let's say hypothetically you got financing. If we click down on it, you will see your finance payments. Not only that, you can make a payment, right? So there you go. I can make a payment right then and there. So that's what I wanted to show you, okay? Additionally, another cool feature about this is, as you can see, the two cars I have in Legion, if I go inside, it's just a very cool feature, you know? I can actually look at the cars that I have saved in this garage. And not only that, I can actually can I? No, I don't think I can take them out. I thought you could, but regardless, you can just kind of see a car lineup. Pretty cool, right? Nothing game breaking, but it is pretty cool. Now that's how the garage is. Pretty simple. Now let me show you, because I did do it for the sake of this script showcase. I did bring a car here that I damaged, and I've actually damaged earlier, and I restarted the server. So we're about to find out together, because I do have save vehicle damage enabled. Let me go ahead and make a day here. So I'm gonna take this vehicle out that I damaged a little bit, and there you go. The damage is saved. Not only is it saved, I believe I shot the front left tire of this car. Let me see if there's still a flat tire there. And yes, there's a flat tire in the front. So the damage is saved and the front tire is there. So it does save the damage, which again, you can turn on and off in the config, which we'll look at later. So I showed you the finance script. I showed you that. Let me show you now the impound and how it works. Pretty straightforward. Nothing really crazy to it. It's just an impound. But the nice thing about it is, let me go ahead and go down here. So you come in here, you see your impound, and it tell you the reason and who was impounded for. And I'm gonna actually go back to my garage here and show you how that works. Let's go here. I'm gonna take the vehicle out. I'm gonna take just any vehicle out, doesn't matter. I'll take, sure, this one. Yeah, we'll bring this one. Transfer, Sandy. So this one is here now. Go ahead and take this vehicle out. So let's say I am a cop, police 0, whatever. I'm a cop. I would do /IV, that's for impound vehicle. And this is what it looks like. It'll tell you which ones you want. Of course, you can define which one those are in your config. But let's say I want to set it to the county. The reason, I can put testing, I can put involved in a crime, whatever the case may be. I don't even have to put a reason. I can put if it's retrievable by owner or not. When is it available? In 60 minutes, 4 hours, 7 days. These are real time, real IRL times. And I can put the amount that is charged in, and then boom, it'll send off to there. So, okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. Now I'm gonna show you also in the config, but before I go there, I wanna show you this right here, which is the job garages. It does have job garages. Now I'm police, not LSSD. So I'm gonna go set job, and I'm gonna make my ID 1, LSSD 0. So now it should show me the cars that are available for this job. I can get out this car, right? Or if I go based on rank, I can go 6, for example. Now it's going to show me the cars that are available for somebody in the 6th rank of that job. So that is the job, and the same could be done for gangs. Last couple things I want to show you is that you can make an admin car. So whatever the reason may be, it could be that you want to give your member a car, whatever the reason may be, but you can make an admin car simply by doing /admin car. So that car is mine. So this car now I can store it in there even though I just spawned it as a staff, right? Now this car is mine. Additionally, you can do set job vehicle, and this car becomes a certain job vehicle. So I can do set job vehicle, I could do the job, let's say taxi, and the grade that this will be available at. I can do it automatically out here. I don't have to be in the config. I'm not gonna do that now because I don't want it for taxi, but just to tell you the idea. The last cool thing that I want to show you in here is the V-plate option, which this script has integrated into it. Now I can change the plate to whatever I want. Test. Now this plate is test. Even if I come and put it in here, and when I look at this, we can see the plate right here is test. I'm gonna take it out, and it'll still say test because it's saved in the database as test. So pretty cool features in game. Now let's take a look at the config. All right, here's the config. But before we even get to the config, I want to show you something that JG has for you, which is a config generator website. It literally is a website where you can generate the config. Not only that, but let's say I want to edit my existing garages, I can import existing config. But anyways, in this config, it's pretty straightforward. If you're not really that advanced about things, or maybe you're having a hard time with the config, you can do this. Does this have job garages, public private garages, gang garages, show vehicle images, all this stuff. So I just kind of wanted to show you this right here in case you get overwhelmed easily, that this config is here. But let's take a look at the config itself, okay? As you can see, it has a framework of ESX Qbox or ESX, the fuel system, and here's the ones that supports. But not only that, for vehicle keys, for example, this script is really seamlessly integrated. We use a vehicle keys by a developer that's getting more well-known, but not as much well-known in the US. It's more of the, I think in the Euro zone is more well-known, but that's the vehicle keys we use. I did not have a hard time at all integrating the vehicle keys with that. I followed the integration in the documentation and I was done. But there's everything here you need, such as do not spawn inside vehicle, advanced vehicle damage that you get ones you guys just saw. There is valet if you want to use valet services. There's even valet services. There is can you transfer between garages or between players? Yes or no, right here. Additionally speaking, allow infinite vehicle spawns. That means if a player has a vehicle out, can they spawn it again? Yes or no. And the garage blips, of course. Now, if I was to do, which this script also, of course, has airplane and boat garages, but I don't have an airplane or boat for my test character. But if I wanted to do that, all I would do is make the same exact way. The difference is I would switch type from car to sea or type from car to air. Then boom, it's a hangar and or a dock, a marina, okay? Now we scroll down to the private player garages. Now, the reason why I don't use private player garages because I have my housing script already integrates the garages, and once again, yes, it was easily integratable with JG's advanced garages, so I don't use that. But for the job garages, it's as simple as that. Here's the job garages up here, and below is where you can put the jobs. So this garage name is SVPD Garage, or and the job here for you to access that garage is SASP. Of course, similar things, the chords where they go to open up the garage menu and where the car spawns. Now, here's what's also cool about this. You can add different things to it, such as you can already have the extras that you want on your cop car. Now, in my case, this is a cop car, but whatever car it is, I'm going to use a cop car as an example. So I have extra 1, 3, 4, and 11. You can also identify max mods. Now, the only negative to that is I asked him about it. Max mods does include turbo, and it just sounds very weird to have a cop car with turbo in it. Maybe if it was a gang car or some type of other car, yes, but for a cop car, unfortunately, you can't specify or take out turbo. I asked them about that. Maybe they changed it now, I don't know. But anyways, the model is pretty self-explanatory. The plate, if set as false, it will generate a random plate, or you could put like LSPD. Now every car would be LSPD. The reason why I don't have it as that, even though I did, is because when a player puts something in their glove box, everybody with the same license plate is gonna see the same thing. So this is why I just said, you know what, random generation. Now additionally, you see here, show liveries and extras menu. Here's the extras, here's the liveries. You can predefine them. Or if for some reason you want your cop characters or whatever job garage you set up to choose what extras you want, you can set this to true. And then boom, it will spawn with these two, with livery number 2 on extras 1, 3, 4, and 11. But they can change that if they like. Again, we don't have that for that. So that is what it is. As far as installation, which we're going to grade the script in just a second, and everything else, it's really simple. I mean, it's just tedious and time consuming to do this, but it's really simple. But I forgot one very helpful thing, because in the closed script that we have, you actually got to specify every job, like 1, 2, 3, and include everything. What's cool about this one is you see where it says minimum job grade, min job grade. That means I don't have to specify every job grade. That means job grade 6, for example, can use all the vehicles previously to that, right? So job grade 4 can use anything that's lower than 4. Job grade 11, there's only one 11, so they can only use this car. Job grade 2, there's one before, so they can use both of these cars. Job grade 4 has 2 before, so they can use all 3 of these cars. And you get the idea. So that is very, very, very convenient. As far as installation, you do that. You turn off, obviously, whatever garage script you have, and then you go ahead and run the SQL, which I'm assuming you guys know how to. If not, just shoot me a comment. I'll tell you how. Okay, so we showed you the in-game portion of this, and we showed you the config and how simple it is. Now, let's talk about the grading. The framework for this is ESX, QB Core, and QBox. So that is the framework for this, and this is the difficulty of it. The difficulty, again, is just tedious. It's not hard. So 1 being really easy and 10 being really, really hard, I would give this a 4 out of 10. Not hard, just will be time consuming. Who is this script by? It is by JG Scripts. Again, I'm not friends with the guy. I'm not getting paid to do this, nothing like that. I had to buy all the scripts from him. I never even asked him to give me a script for free. But JG, your next script, you know where to go. But for real, and this by JG Script. And is it paid or free? It is paid. And at the time of this recording, it was 38 USD, which I think we paid, 50 for it. Regardless, you get what you pay for. I have paid for garage script before. No thanks. There's a difference between paid and free. I like to do a mix of paid and free scripts when I'm doing these. And like, let me tell you, it just works like we want it to work. There's no guessing. There's no anything. The few times where I needed support with this, very rare times, they were there. Not only that, I actually shout out to, I gotta get the name actually because I want to give him a huge shout out. So with that being said, we have graded the script for you, showed you how it works, showed you the config. This video helped you out. It helped me out by hitting the like and subscribe button. Really, really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 40,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. With that being said, my name is Jortes and I'm out. See you guys.